One of the most commonly used actions in Patricia is searching for and then opening cases. The way that we search for cases are done via the Find screen. The process for finding cases is simple. First, enter the criteria you want to search on, then perform the search and look at the returned results. Once you have identified your case in that list, then simply open it. To access the Find screen, click on the Find icon on the speed bar. The shortcut for this screen is CTRL and F on the keyboard. The case window will then appear. The interface follows the design pattern we've seen elsewhere. On the left, we have different pages that we can access, and the one we choose depends on the type of information we want. If we want to find documents, we'll use the Document Find page. Or if we are interested in the client information, we'll use the Name Find page. In this video, we will look at finding cases, so we will leave it as is for now. The Case Find page allows us to search for and then return cases. On the right, we have our criteria area, where we add what we want to search on. Below this, we have our results area, where all our cases will be listed. Let's start by searching for the catchword bicycle. I type in the word bicycle in the catchword field and then press search. Sure enough, my results area is now updated with cases. I can see a single case was returned, and this is expected. So next, let's broaden my search. I want to search for all records containing the word bicycle. To do this, I will activate Wildcard searching. Simply tick the tick box here called Add Wildcard. This will take my catchword criteria and then search for any cases that contain those words. Let's click search and see what happens. Great. I have 6 records in my result list, and we can see that all of these contain the words bicycle. My wildcard functionality worked as expected. A quick side note, I know that I have 6 records on screen because of the handy record count text displayed at the bottom of the screen. Now, in my result list, I see I have a patent matter and a design matter, but I want to limit this to only show trademarks. To do so, we need to search using a combination of search criteria. Let's go ahead and add in another search criteria. Choose trademark from the case type dropdown and press search again. Now only 4 records are returned, all of them trademarks. I am not happy with my results though, because I know for a fact that I have a trademark filing in Denmark under the words bicycle, but it does not appear. Why? Based on what I entered, it should indeed be showing. The reason is that this Denmark case was closed last year and it is not active. Our results only show active cases right now, and all closed cases are omitted. Let's change this. Click on the Include Closed Cases tick box, and let's click Search again. Perfect. My Denmark record now appears. Let's look closer at the result area. Our results show a limited amount of information right now. I can see my case number, my catchword, and my country. If we are looking for a specific case, these 3 columns might not be enough to identify the case. Ideally, we want to see as much information in this area of each case as possible. As it is right now, the only way to see detailed information is to open each case individually. This is not ideal, and luckily we can change it. An example could be that by looking at our list, I cannot determine which case is the closed case. There is simply not enough information. We know the Denmark case is closed, but someone else might not. The only way they would know is to open the cases one by one. The solution is that the result column area can be fully customized. We can add as much or as little information here as we need. We do this by creating a custom report under the Find List page. We'll deal with the creation in later videos. Right now, I will demonstrate how to choose and then activate a created list. I want my columns to show which cases are closed and which are not. This means I want an additional column here that shows the case closed date. I have already created a custom report with this added column. To activate any report, click on the Select List button. A new window will appear showing all the reports we can use. I will choose List Showing Close Date. Now click Open. Great. My Case Closed column now shows. Let's search again. As expected, our results appear and it is immediately clear which case is closed. Now I want this result layout to be my default and do not want to choose this list every time I log into Patricia. Right now this list is not my default. If I close my search screen and reopen it, I can see it has reverted back to the default 3-column report. For my own report to be set as default, I need to mark it as such. Click on Select List, choose your report and then tick the default tick box. When you do this, Patricia will remember the preferred result list you want to use. So now let me show you a list with several columns added. I will click Select List once again and choose the full list entry. I will now search again. Right away we can see much more information available to us. If we were looking for a registered case with an application number 568 as an example, we can easily identify it by looking at this report. To open any of these records, double-click on the entry and the record will then open. Also, if we want to print this list, we can do so by clicking the Print button. Let's look at the case find criteria. We can search on catchword and case type, which we already covered. We can limit our search to only a specific family number. I will limit my search to only show cases with family number 2019. You can search on country, application type, service level, and Automat ID. We can limit the results to a specific team, case status, or project. The last aspect deals with designated countries. We can include designated countries as a search criteria by ticking the Include Where Designated tick box. Let's demonstrate. In my case, I have several designated countries listed. Note that Austria is one of these. Back in my search screen, I will now search for this case using only catchword. My results are as expected. Now, let me limit my search to a designated country, in our example Austria. Ensure that the Include Where Designated is ticked and click Search again. We found the record. The reason is that Patricia searched for all cases in country Austria, including cases with that country as a designation. We can clearly see this by looking at our country column. We searched for Austria, but my returned results show the country international agreement.